Alright, I know this is going to be kind of difficult, but is there any way that you could briefly describe your music making process?
Very interesting.
Well, I start with crystal meth. And I end with an album. No, I mean, I literally start writing music around 6 o'clock at night, and I don't stop until about 7 in the morning. And I just start with a lick or a drum beat or a bass or whatever, whatever instrument I come up with a cool melody with, and it's got to have a melody. And I get it all finished and polished and where I want it, and then give it to him and say, all right, rape it.
Right.
You know?
And basically, he held my head underwater until I wrote the lyrics right, so, he left that part out. But no, it's all seriousness. It was an interesting process because, just the form that he presented was in MIDI form, so that was quite a challenge to get something going, but it did, because underneath that, just listening to it, I could feel what it was going to sound like. And now that the guitar tracks are coming in, it's just like, yeah, this is what I envisioned it.
It's a lot of, take my word, it's going to sound good.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. But just so you know, May 27th, we're releasing a special edition of the MIDI form of the album, just for all you Nintendo nerds out there. Pick that up, you'll love it.
Play a Nintendo game, put it on mute, and put the MIDI form on, you'll be right at home.
Old school motherfuckers out there.
Now, as individuals, how have you evolved as musicians?
I started in the death metal scene, man. Like, back when 6 Feet Under was around, and Cannibal Corpse, and like the old Florida, Tampa Bay, get out there and talk about raping babies, man. I mean, first band ever was Postnatal Abortion, for Christ's sake. And then I just kind of grew up and started getting more blues and funk elements into my playing, and classical, and I realized, well, fuck, there's a whole world of sound out there, so I kind of stopped trying to impress people. I don't really care what people think what I do is good or not, I just know what I can do. I don't need to show you all the time. But that's my little story. I don't know how.
Yeah, a lot of different influences, from classic. I didn't so much get into death metal. I can appreciate some of it. Always dicks. Anyway, but I started a couple, bands back in the day. Didn't have the right people. Had a lot of people mention how I sound a lot like Lane Staley, so I said, I'm going to try a tribute band. So that's what I've been doing, a tribute band to Alice in Chains, obviously one of my biggest influences. But, I'm influenced by Pantera, huge Pantera fan. I could stick, Lamb of God on and then go back and listen to the Black Crowes or something. I'm a pretty diverse music selection, so.
By the way, till we get some shit with the vocals up on the site, www.myspace, Dirt is done on our friends list. Go listen to this motherfucker belt some Alice in Chains out.
Which you will probably hear us do a couple.
Oh yeah, come out live, man. You'll probably hear Man in the Box or Godsmack or some oldie from
maybe Rooster.
Well, if fans want to gain access to your music, how would they go about that?
Send an email.
Threaten us.
Stalk us. Have sex with me. No, man, just the CD.
Simulated sex.
Vibrating. LOL, I like your pud. Send us an email and I will ship you a copy of the album for free for the first 6 months it is out. You will not pay. Although you want band merch, I want your soul. I ain't getting that for free. That costs us money.
Yes, we do have merch on the site, hoodies, shirts.
But we do. We
get on it.
We want you to have the. You're the fan. You're the listener. You should get it. It shouldn't have to be an ordeal for you to contact us.
Right.
So just send an email and I'll make sure you guys get that shit real quick.
What are your musical goals for a career and your long-term goals?
World domination. Oh, that's my answer for both.
How would you define musical success?
Very fair.
World domination.
A kick in the nuts.
I mean, I think...
Not on our part, though.
I think musical success, man, like, you look at bands like Slipknot and, Lamb of God and unfortunately Metallica and Megadeth. These are all guys who have taken a very underground form of music and really brought it to the forefront of America. America's not really a country that likes its metal.
No, they don't. They kind of push it off to the side.
We're the ugly stepchild.
Yeah.
But
I mean, just like you even watch the award shows, you see less and less rock. They do the awards on the commercials and put it at the bottom where you don't really see it. I remember the day where you could have a couple rock bands on there, and now it's just, it's just no rock. I mean, country music has its own awards, rap has its own awards, and I'm sure there's metal award shows, but they don't get, the publicity that these other forms of music get. So.
Metal award show next year, first annual ever, and it's going to be on the scale of the Grammys. By the way, there's a bunch of cats working on putting that together to honor guys who have really busted their humps in the scene. So keep your ears out. You can find a link to their page on our page. Once again, Top Friends. We go out of our way to support cats who want to do that. So check it out.
How long have each of you guys been playing?
I've been playing, 10 years now? Yeah, about 10.
Let's see.
I'm the baby of the band though, so.
Yeah, but you've got more experience than me. I got a late start. So I'd say probably 6 to 7 years.
And what motivates you guys to get in the studio, record your record, release it? I mean, what's there for motivation for you?
Have you ever worked a day job? Christ, man. It's once it's playing that first show. We were talking about this earlier. You get out there once and it's just like, you won't find anything more addictive. Crack, heroin, nothing compares. It's a high like no other.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it until you stop, and then you go about 6 months, and then it starts kicking in.
And when you really believe in the music and what you're playing, it's just, it's unbelievable. It is. It's
the same
like
reason
constant
writers
hard
write
on the stage.
Writers write and actors act, man. You can't live without it. It becomes a part of you. So.
Are your friends and family supportive of your work? And either way, I mean, how has it affected you?
Without a doubt, big support. My dad actually used to go to all my shows, for my tribute band, and he's an older guy, but he digs, some rock, which I find awesome, So yeah, a lot of support from friends, and even, with in my last band dissolved, everybody say, hey, keep going, you're good, you're gonna find another band, and I mean, you're talking a week or two, and Matt called me, and it was just like, this was meant to happen, so.
Yeah, that was a chance fucking email, but I'm actually the complete opposite. I have no support structure for my music whatsoever, and I never have. It's been 10 years of me battling everyone in my life to be able to do it, which is why I think I am so driven, because I'm, fuck them. This is what I'm doing, and if you don't like it, get out of my way, because I'll mow you right down, So.
What images and or messages do you think that your music conveys?
Oh God. I mean,
Pain,
loss,
self-healing, once you get past it. I think it helps, like lyrically writing stuff, just to get it out there. And I think, you get it out there, you almost put a face on it, and then you can kind of get by it.
It's a bit of a cliche, but inner strength, man. Just being tossed shit your entire life and still standing strong,
right.
Not wavering in who you are.
Exactly.
No, it's so rare to find people who know who they are these days.
Yeah, you got to stay true to yourself. It's not always easy. You're never going to please everybody. But as long as you know in your heart you're doing what you love doing, and you're doing it the right way. That's all you can hold on to. Sometimes it's hard, but that's what we're doing. This is going real smooth. So.